Longtime Panther Graham Gano has us set for a start as we are underway from MetLife Stadium. DeAndre Carter now from his end zone. And not a great return here. He'll make it back only to the 10-yard line.
Okay, give some credit to the team covering the kick, but boy, what was he thinking? Stay in the end zone, take the knee, and help out your offense. Instead, you put your team in a really precarious position.
Play action this time for Justin Herbert. And this is caught. First catch for Keenan Allen. And he will step out of bounds, but not before he's all the way across the 50. A big play there on the first play of the game. 41 yards.
Ordinarily, when you're backed up this deep, most teams like to play it on the safe side, but not these guys. They took a big shot downfield and wound up hitting it for a big play. Back them into a corner, they come out swinging.
The defense showing some anger after giving up the big play.
They handled at the point of attack, and I know the offensive line gets a lot of blame for that one, but occasionally the defense just knows what you're going to do. Maybe they scouted it perfectly, maybe someone tipped it off, but on that play, it had no chance.
And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line. In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Herbert now. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point, and they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
On is the punter Scott here as he gets this one away. Oh, boy, he fielded it right on the goal line. A pretty good punt, but a nice 13-yard return. And the Giants' drive will start from deep in their territory with a 1st and 10. Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at their own 13. They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
It may be only a gain of 3 yards, but that back, he deserves a lot more credit on the play. That could have easily been stopped at the line, but his vision and his determination found some space to turn it into that modest gain.
From the 16, Jones over the middle, caught by Bellinger. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. 20, 10, 5, and all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Well, that's pretty impressive, Charles. It's one thing to be an elite speed wide receiver and have all that yards after the catch into the end zone, but from your tight end?
Yeah, you don't get that very often. What you're describing is more like a Tyreek Hill, a Devontae Adams, and Antonio Brown. You're not talking about a guy that lines up or can line up in line and look like an extra tackle on running plays. He took that bad boy downfield just like he was a scat back.
Before the game, he told me, I'm going to have a zinger or two today. And I was like, oh, a zinger or two? I guess that's a zinger, right?
That's a zinger.
Gano the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. No return here for Carter, and this will be a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down. Here's Herbert. He's got a man, complete. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line.
We see this happen so often. If you're a defender, it's like watching a bad movie over and over. The pressure is good, forcing the quarterback out of the pocket. But it's a lot to ask for these defenders to stay plastered to receivers long enough. And sure enough, they let a man come open, and the connection leads to a big play.
Justin Herbert looking to pass. He dumps it to Eckler underneath. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. The excellent play last time is followed by a much more routine gain of 3.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. The fullback try and take him home. Power on power, but he's not going to get in. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. Trying to punch it in with Eckler. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That second down play nets a -4.
That's a nice example of good team defense right there. Ball was snapped at the 1-yard line. They knocked him back and caused a loss. But you notice they were trying to find any type of a gap to run through. Wasn't one available, and they stuffed the play right there in the middle of the field.
Now Herbert, 3rd and goal. On the screen, this is Eckler. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. After 7-0 on EA Sports. They'll come out in the pistol. They snap it to Herbert. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. He couldn't get the ball away on 4th and goal. And this Giants defense able to come up with a goal line stand. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They've got the 7-0 lead. Now they've got the football back after their defense got the stop, CD. And you get the feeling if they could score here, they really have all the momentum on their side.
And you just wonder right now, is the quarterback and the play caller totally in sync? Are they of one mind that, hey, what worked last time, let's keep doing it until they stop us? Or do they go to a different section in the playbook, show them something different? Either way, they want a repeat of their first drive.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
James has got it, complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30. His first catch there, good for 10 yards and a first down. Jones with a handoff to Barkley. And some room to maneuver. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Well, they had a gain of 10 last time, now a gain of 20 here. They went with the nickel look defensively, so they had 5 defensive backs in there. Didn't help them stop the run.
Yeah, I love that, the nickel look. 5 cents, 5 DBs. But what also happens then, you take a big body off the field in order to insert that guy. So you're taking a big off for a little. And oftentimes you can run the football effectively against that defense.
Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Call it a gain of 14 for the second play in a row.
But they're getting ready to go to work now in prime real estate after that last run. Found his spot and picked up nice yardage, didn't he?
And now he's got him knocking on the door of the red zone. They keep it with Barkley on first down. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. And now after the delay of game, they're operating behind the sticks, 2nd and 15. Throwing, Jones. Going right side, he finds Slayton. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Meanwhile, this one knocked down in the backfield. It's incomplete.
What an excellent defensive stand there in the red zone. Nice tight coverage. They certainly recognized how important it was to bring up 4th down here.
Jones now throwing on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Giants go on 4th, but come up empty. And the Charger defense stands tall, and they get the football back. The Charger drive about to get going. A kind of a lucky break on the prior drive, Charles. The turnover on downs that the offense had didn't come back to bite them after the... Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Xavier McKinney. And the Giants are going to take possession of the football.
Yeah, he's just trying to throw this ball into the hole in the zone, but those windows can open and close quickly, especially in the middle of the field. So if the timing's not right, we'll see interceptions like that one right there.
A first down carry for Barkley. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Jones. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's brought down, but not before a gain of 13, down to the 13. 1st and 10 in the red zone.
I like how they work the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
Barkley, inside handoff. And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Running again with Barkley on 2nd down. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Now another timeout called for by the offense, as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Now Jones. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And the Giants are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Looking to throw. Jones. And that is caught. He's got it for a Giant touchdown. Daniel Bellinger as the first half is winding down. And the Giants will extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point try good by Gano. And that'll make the score 14-0. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. From his end zone, here comes Carter. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. Herbert off of play action. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Xavier McKinney. And the Giants are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. Well, Charles, so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break.
And he's got it. Touchdown, Giants. Darius Slayton as time expires in the first half. And the Giants will extend their lead on the final play of the half. And just before the half ends, the prayer is answered. Defensively, a disaster there.
I know often we're surprised when this actually works. I mean, the excitement level goes way up, but maybe we shouldn't be, because I know as a defender, you've got to play the ball in this situation, but you can't interfere with the receiver because, remember, it's a spot foul, and it'll be first and goal if it happens in the end zone, and you don't want to give up that play. And that little bit of hesitancy often works really well for offensive guys.
Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Second half ready to get rolling. The Giants with a lead, and they are set to receive this kick. And the half will begin with a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Well, they got to be thrilled with how they've operated so far in this one. They've got the nice lead, and now a chance to score here on 3 straight possessions.
Yeah, and the way that they are rolling, I just don't know how they get slowed down, because they certainly are operating at peak efficiency right now. They might want to think about giving some of their backups a little bit of work, though. Let some other guys get on the field and do their thing and save some of this for the next time out.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll go to Barkley again. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Up the middle with Barkley. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. 69 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here, because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
A handoff to Barkley. And they'll get him down here at about the 42. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. This pass into the hands of Bellinger. Touchdown, Giants! A partner, he has carried them in this ballgame throwing the football. All 4 touchdowns through the air, and that's really helped them get this nice lead.
And I know it's a team game, but right now, he is truly the focal point. Every touchdown his team has so far has been the result of his arm. How about him throwing it downfield, creating big plays? I don't know how you slow him down unless you can make him uncomfortable in the pocket.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. From his end zone, here comes Carter. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Charger drive about to get going. CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. That's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late, that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by the linebacker, Jalen Smith. And the Giants are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. Well, to be blunt, not a whole lot has gone right for this defense in this ball game, but that's something right there. Still in the 3rd quarter. It would take something around miracle territory for a comeback, but maybe that's a start, Charles.
It certainly is, and they're definitely showing that there's some fight still left in them. Hasn't been a banner day, but they're trying their best to put that disappointment behind them and find ways to make plays.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Again, it's Barkley. And he'll bring this one inside the 35. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Working with a 2nd and 3. Here's a give to Barkley. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a 1st down.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the 4th, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and go like turtle at this point. You can just go ahead and play.
Now Saquon Barkley. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Barkley. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. 114 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
And he'll get 4 there, down to about the 12-yard line.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. They've got a second down now as they look to salt this one away. 6 yards left on second down. They'll run it again with Barkley. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with third down coming up. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Well, you got to think, Charles, that one's on the quarterback as everybody was up at the line of scrimmage. He just didn't call for the snap in time.
Yeah, I think he needs a little bit better awareness out there because you got to know when the clock's in single digits and either snap it or get a timeout called if you have one.
After the penalty, they go with Barkley. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.